Hi there, Janice here, hypnobirthing and yoga teacher. I've made this video especially for pregnant ladies who are either in their second or third trimesters. It's advisable to not do yoga in your first trimester, and if you have any concerns about your health and wondering whether you should be doing yoga, then please consult your GP. If any exercises in this video don't feel right, then leave them out and listen to your body. I hope you enjoy moving your body with this video and you feel great afterwards.
Starting off in an easy pose, sitting on your mat. One hand at your heart center, other hand on your abdomen, connecting with your baby. Just notice your breathing to start with. The movement of your breath in your body. Let your jaw relax, your shoulders release. Begin to take deeper breaths, expanding the abdomen, the ribs and the chest as you breathe in. Let your exhale be longer. Count to 3 as you breathe in. Count to 6 as you breathe out. Breathing in this way calms the nervous system. Breathing in for 3, breathing out for 6. Anytime you breathe in this way, you'll automatically feel more calm. You may have noticed how very calming breathing in this way is. Now moving on to your hands and your knees. Take the knees slightly wider so that you make space for your baby in child's pose. You can rest on your elbows or have your arms straight. Let your lungs expand towards the sky. Then move forwards into the hands and move the hips back towards the heels, keeping the arms straight. Hug your baby to you as you move forwards. Exhale as you move the hips back. Inhaling forwards, strong round the shoulders and wrists. Exhale, release through the hips as you move back. This is a great movement for labour. Moving with your breath. Now making circles with the hips, making those circles as big or as small as feels comfortable. Inhale forwards, exhaling back. Also another good movement for labour. Move to the other direction. Feel how nice it is to move your body, moving into the sides of the body. Moving with the breath. Come to all fours with the knees under the hips. Round through the spine into the cat. Middle of the back goes towards the sky. Then come back to a neutral spine. Neck in line. As you exhale, stick your tongue out as far as your chin. Open your mouth wide. Then inhale through the nose back to a neutral spine. Exhale through the mouth. Open the mouth wide. Stick the tongue out. come back to a neutral spine. This is lion's breath, helping to release any tension from the jaw. Releasing tension in the body. Now circling the right knee, moving the thigh bone in the hip, lubricating the hip joint. Keep that circle small and near the ground if you have any pubic pain. Hug your baby to your spine, stay strong around the shoulders, neck in line, circling the knee in the other direction. Mobilizing that hip joint. Bring the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Come up into a low lunge. Slightly bringing your right foot towards you energetically, squeezing your left bum cheek. Feel the stretch in your left hip flexor. Lower the hands to the ground on the inside of your right foot. Come back to all fours. Circle the left knee. Move with your breath. Try not to move the rest of your body. Just moving that thigh bone only. Circle in the other direction. Now bringing the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Reach up to the sky. Squeeze the bum. Energetically bringing the left foot towards you. Lower the hands on the inside of the foot. Come back to all fours. Tuck the toes and walk back so that you're sitting on your heels. Mobilize the wrist joints, making fists, circling the hands in one direction. Circle in the other direction. Helping to move any fluid if you've got puffy wrists. Stretching out the fingers and making fists. Do this quite quickly. Working the extensors in the backs of the hands, strengthening the wrists and the hands. Bring the hands to the ground. Knees slightly wider than the hips to make space for your baby as you come back into child's pose. Breathe in here. Let the lungs expand towards the sky. Come onto all fours. Neck in line, hug your baby to your spine. Right arm forwards, left leg back. Then change to the other side. Try not to lean to one side, stay in the center, and lower the hand and knee to the ground. Change to the other side. Keep the neck in line. Arm lines up with the shoulder, leg lines up with the hip. Stay strong around the shoulder. Move with your breath. Exhale as you extend. Inhale, lower the hand and knee to the ground. This movement helps to keep your back strong. Now tuck the toes. Lift the hips into downward facing dog. Wiggle through the feet, lifting one heel and then the other. Release through the neck. Let the shoulders move towards the ears. Take the feet as wide as the mat, toes turned outwards slightly. Walk the hands back so your weight goes into your hips. Reach forwards with your hands so your fingertips are just resting on the ground. Release through the sacroiliac joint, the SI joint. Feeling that release in the lower back. Then walking the hands forwards again into a downward facing dog. Release the neck. Lower the knees to the ground. Bring the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Come into a low lunge. Reach up to the sky. Lower the right arm by the side. Reach over with the left arm. Freeing up space around the ribs. Making more space for your baby. Lower the hands to the ground. Step back to downward facing dog. Wiggle through the feet. Lower the knees to the ground. Bring the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Reach up to the sky in a low lunge. Lower the left arm by your side. Reach over with your right arm. Breathe into the side of your body. Reaching up, then bring the hands on the inside of the foot. Lift up to down dog, wiggle through the feet. Lower the knees to the ground, take the knees slightly wider, come back to child pose, resting on your elbows or with your arms straight. Breathe in here. Tuck the toes back into downward facing dog and then walking the feet forwards towards the hands. Make sure you have enough space for your baby. Feet slightly wider than the hips and roll up all the way to standing, Tadasana, and bringing your feet under your hips. Reach up to the sky. Then hinging forwards, make sure there's enough space for your baby. Take your right leg back. Then step the left leg back into plank. Hug your baby to your spine. Lower the knees. Bend the elbows halfway, keeping them close to the body. Then push back up and then into down dog. Lift the right leg to the sky. Step the foot on the outside of the right hand, lower the left knee. Then bring the left foot forwards. Roll up slowly through the spine, taking a big deep breath in as you come up to standing. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge from the hips, bring the hands to the ground. Step the left leg back. Then the other leg into plank. Hug the baby to you, then lower the knees. Bend the elbows, coming down halfway. Elbows go backwards. Push back up. Then into down dog. Lift the left leg high. Step the foot on the outside of the left hand. Then step the right foot forwards. Fold over the legs. Slowly rolling up as you take a really big deep breath in to come up to standing. Feet underneath the hips. Turn sideways onto the mat. toes pointing outwards. Then bend the knees into goddess pose and then squeezing the glutes up. Bend the knees, then squeeze up. Strengthening the bum muscles. This will help with your posture. Squeezing the bum up. Take the right elbow to the right thigh, reach over with the left arm. Take it to the other side, left elbow to the thigh, reach over with the right arm. Come back to the centre, straighten the legs, windmill the hands and arms, come to the top of the mat. Swinging the arms from side to side, feet parallel, bending the knees. Just releasing any tension out through the arms. Feet hip width distance or slightly wider. Come into a chair pose. Lower the hands to the ground. Stepping back to plank, then lower the knees. Take the knees slightly wider to come into a child's pose. Breathing in to the back of the lungs, let them expand towards the sky. Come to all fours, extend the left leg behind you. Then turning sideways into a modified side plank. Reach over with the left arm and release the neck. Let your ear go towards your shoulder. Backstroke that arm, circling the arm. Move with the breath. Bring the arm back over by the ear, then lift your left leg parallel to the ground, flexing your foot. Strengthening the muscles around the hips. Lower the foot to the ground. Come back to all fours. Bring your knees together and let your hips sway from side to side. Release through the hips and lower back. Take the right leg behind. Come into modified side plank. Reach up to the sky, then bring that right arm over by the ear. Backstroke the arm, taking the arm back, circling it back with the breath. Let the shoulder blades move with the arm, then bring the arm over by the ear. Lift the leg so it's parallel to the ground. Flex the foot. Lower the foot to the ground, hand to the ground. On all fours with knees together. Let the hips sway from side to side. Take the feet to one side to come onto the bottom. Sitting in the easy pose, one leg in front of the other, one hand at the heart center, the other hand on your abdomen, connecting with your baby. Breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. take a few breaths like this. Well done. Thank you for joining me.